In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on February 14, 2023 and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best bet single picks, best bet parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Creighton versus Providence. The red-hot Creighton Blue Jays travel to Rhode Island to take on the Providence Friars in a critical Big East matchup near the top of the standings on Tuesday night. Creighton comes into this matchup with a record of 17-8 overall on the season and 11-3 in the Big East. Providence, the defending Big East regular season champions, sit at 18-7 overall and 10-4 in the conference. Creighton is 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 road games and 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games against a team with a winning record, while the under is 4-1 in their last 5 games overall. Providence is 6-2 against the spread in their last 8 home games and 13-4 against the spread in their last 17 games overall, while the under is 5-1 in their last 6 games against a team with a winning record. Creighton opening as road favorites against a school that's undefeated at home is a testament to the turnaround they've displayed this season, but it may end up providing the host with some motivation along the way. Providence has a clean 13-0 home record, and after falling to Creighton in Omaha 3 weeks ago, revenge can be a dish best served here. I get why Creighton's favored as the Blue Jays have been on a tear as of late, but we're getting Providence as a home dog where they've gone 13-0 straight up this season. I think the Blue Jays are getting a lot of attention for good reason, but that attention is drawing away from how good and underappreciated Providence is. The Friars should get up for this game, and with a chance to jump back into second place, the Providence Friars money line is our full game side pick. Providence should be able to control the pace of play in this game against Creighton. The Friars have the #1 rebounding team in the Big East and have tightened up their defense, particularly at home. The Friars play at a pace of play that is slightly below the norm, ranked 193rd in the country. Creighton has failed to score at least 70 points in 3 of its last 4 wins. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Notre Dame versus Duke. The Duke Blue Devils play host to the Notre Dame Fighting Irish on Tuesday afternoon in a Valentine's Day showdown from Cameron Indoor Stadium. The Irish come in struggling of late and are hoping they can somehow spring the upset. For Duke, they have its own losing streak that they're looking to get out of, though being at home should help. These two haven't squared off this season, and with Duke having won 8 of the last 10 meetings, they'll have plenty of confidence in this one. Notre Dame is 7-19 against the spread in their last 26 games overall and 4-11 against the spread in their last 15 games against a team with a winning record, while the over is 8-1-2 in their last 11 games overall. Duke is 2-9 against the spread in their last 11 games overall and 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 games following an against the spread loss, while the under is 3-1 in their last 5 games overall. Notre Dame heads to Cameron Indoor Stadium Tuesday night to face the Duke Blue Devils. The Blue Devils come into the game at 8-6 in conference play, 3 games out of first place. They are coming off of 2 straight road losses, including the overtime loss to Virginia on Saturday, for which the Atlantic Coast Conference apologized after a bad missed call to end regulation. Notre Dame comes into the game near the bottom of the league standings, losers of 3 straight, and in the midst of a quite forgettable season. One key stat to know in this game is that Duke has not lost at home this season, while Notre Dame has not won on the road. That would seem to make the outcome clear enough, but by how much? The problem for the Irish has been on defense, where they are one of the worst in the country, at least per the Ken Palm rankings, where their defense checks in at 313th overall. The recent results for each team, however, point to a closer game. Duke has only one double-digit win in 2023. Notre Dame only has a couple of lopsided losses, and for all the losing they have done in conference play, they are mostly playing their games close. We really haven't seen much of a killer instinct from Duke in conference play outside of doubling up Georgia Tech a couple of weeks ago, and the games they're winning, more often than not, have been fairly close. Notre Dame isn't a great team, but there's enough there that the Irish could keep this this game respectable. This sure seems like a spot where Duke will win, but I would not be surprised to see the Irish keep it in single digits, even on the road. I'm not backing the Blue Devils in their current form, even at home against a miserable Notre Dame team. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Duke's offense has established itself as one of the best in the Atlantic Coast Conference, and that will continue to run its course into this one. The front court opportunities will be plentiful in this one, with second chance points only adding to Duke's impressive outcome. For Notre Dame, they've had their own ups and downs on offense, but their three-point shooting should at least allow them to find some success in this one. Additionally, for Notre Dame, the over is 8-1-2 in their last 11 games overall, while for Duke, the over is 6-1-1 in their last 8 home games against a team with a road winning percentage of less than .400. Butler versus Villanova. The Butler Bulldogs will hit the road and head to Philadelphia on Tuesday night to take on the Villanova Wildcats. Butler comes into this matchup with a record of 13-13 overall and 5-10 in Big East play. Villanova comes into this game with an overall record of 12-13 and a 6-8 record in conference play. The Bulldogs are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 road games. The Wildcats are 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 home games and 3-7 against the spread in their last 10 games overall. The under is 5-0 in Bulldogs' last 5 overall. The under is 5-1 in Wildcats' last 6 overall. The favorite is 5-2-1 against the spread in the last 8 meetings. The home team is 6-1-1 against the spread in the last 8 meetings. While the season has been an overall disappointment for the Wildcats, they can make up for it with a strong finish. After losing the first 3 games of Justin Moore's long-awaited return, the Wildcats have now won 2 straight. Moore has started to shake off the rust after a near year away from basketball. He scored 17 points in the win over DePaul. Villanova is 8-3 at home this season, while Butler is just 2-7 away from home. Villanova has held 2 out of the last 3 home opponents to under 70 points. Look for the efficient Wildcats to dictate pace of play and grind out a critical home win to get back to .500 on the season. The Butler Bulldogs have been a mess these last couple of weeks, and they lose in the underdog role by an average of 16 points. The Villanova Wildcats are 3-7 against the spread at home and 0-4 against the spread as double-digit favorites. Still, Butler is awful, so the Villanova Wildcats to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. While not only being just 2-7 away from home this season, Butler has failed to score 60 points in 3 straight losses on the road. Butler has just the 11th ranked scoring offense in the Big East and plays at the 248th pace of play in the country. Meanwhile, Villanova has held 2 of its last 3 opponents at home under 70 points and have just the 9th ranked scoring offense in the Big East as well. Finally, one look at Villanova's pace of play indicates that this will not be an up-and-down battle. Villanova is ranked 338th in the nation in pace of play. Both teams rank low in several key offensive categories. To that point, Butler has gone under in 5 straight games and the Wildcats have gone under in 5 of their last 6. Butler and Villanova rank 241st and 314th in the country in average pace of play respectively. Most signs point to a lower scoring affair. Expect a tightly played game that won't get past the total. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.